Mafia!
559. The place you're gonna lose your life. 559. The meth will make you shoot your wife. 559. The place you might catch a case. 559. When your breath is gone without a trace. 559. The quicksand of California. 559. No, we got some deadly hammers for you. 559. When no one ever turns a blind eye. 559. 559. It's the nickel 9. It's the place the goons reside. Get crucified for foolish pride. The motto here is truth or die. Minor infractions be equal in bodies and clothes. Caskets toe tagging, black bagging. Mamas getting rose baskets. It's so tragic, but heat's a must like the weather's cold. 16-year-old in prison for life, cause he never told. It never snows in the valley, but year-round it's coated in ice. Crystal meth and dope pipes, birth effects quoted. The price of addiction, the mission is to escape with your life, but switching to twitching's an easy game like it's Fisher Price. In my city, 9 millies make the sun freeze. Point it right at it, pull the trigger, and now your son bleeds. And your son leaves, becoming distant memories. Pain leads you to addiction, now you're depleting treasuries. To the same G's that bodied him last week. Till you buy the wrong bag of hot shot, your last tweet. 559. The place you're gonna lose your life. 559. The meth will make you shoot your wife. 559. The place you might catch a case. 559. When your breath is gone without a trace. 559. Quicksand of California. 559. No, we got some deadly hammers for you. 559. When no one ever turns a blind eye. 559. 559.
It's it, dog, bitch. Let me tell you about my hometown. I'm from the know where that gangster shit goes down. A red light on Belmont, you get your shit jacked by a dude with one shoe on, high on crack. If the tweakers need a fix, they're taking your shit. You wake up in the morning, find your car on bricks. You wanna get high, you came to the right place. Just avoid the dire gang or you're catching a case. Real talk, of course, it's all I spit. I represent Local 13 in that beatdown clique. Smoke more weed than you and your bitch. Talk more shit than you and your trick. It's the Wedo from Coward, yeah, you heard me right. I hit Lucky Bum for a burger on a Friday night. Then Gold Diggers, or maybe City Lights. It's that dirty old man from the 559.
559. The place you're gonna lose your life. 559. The meth will make you shoot your wife. 559. The place you might catch a case. 559. When your breath is gone without a trace. 559. The quicksand of California. 559. No, we got some deadly hammers for you. 559. When no one ever turns a blind eye. 559. 559. Bitch, we real hood in the motherfucking no town. If you wanna step to the green, then we can throw down pound for pound. You can toss that out the window, cause we run the city, bitch. Better get the proper info. Tagging nipples and stuff, they fucking twisting our nuts. But we horrorcore, bitch, so we eating your guts. And then we peeling your skin and wear that shit like a suit. And run up in a church strap for the collection plate loot. Goddamn, my city evil, bitch, you better beware. But I love this motherfucker and no other compare. Fresno, California, you can find me killing OZs. Fuck double and triple, cause we quadruple OG. 559 on the grind, it's all the fucking time. And I can burn down your city with any 16 of mine. Chuck said, homie, and I represent that GM. Cali homegrown, and I'm never fucking leaving. 559. The place you're gonna lose your life. 559. The meth will make you shoot your wife. 559. The place you might catch a case. 559. When your breath is gone without a trace. 559. The quicksand of California. 559. No, we got some deadly hammers for you. 559. When no one ever turns a blind eye. 559. 559.
Oh yeah, bitches! Coming out that 559, we got. This is the Nothing Sacred interview with Narcodix. We got Narcodix on the phone. What's going on, man?
Not much, out here grinding, hustling like always.
Gotcha. And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And I am Cruise Control. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. A little tired, but it's too early to start working,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hear that, man.
Hey, you mentioned something about an MMA fight, man. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we got a thing out here in Frezno called 559 Fights. It's all Central Valley. Me and my boy Rocky is part of Green Mafia Genocidal Music. And we build the cage every month whenever the fights come up,
Wow.
Oh, nice, man.
What's the thing with horrorcore and the juggalos? It seems like, MMA fighting and wrestling and stuff is sort of synonymous with that. What's the deal with that?
It's the blood. There's got to be,
You guys are just, you like to fight. That's what it is.
Yeah, gotta see motherfuckers get beat up, Nobody does it like a professional.
Man.
How long does it take
man.
you to get that shit put together?
To get it built, like tonight we're gonna pick it up. It's gonna take us probably 2.5 hours, but to build it, it usually takes about 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
Wow.
So you
Damn.
build that. I assume that's going to be tomorrow night, right, or something over the weekend. That's cool.
Yeah, man, it's a great event. You know, like there's always a lot of families bring their kids out and everything. It's just a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. Well, let's get to something. First of all, man, how long you been rapping, and what got you into that? And let's just start from the beginning. Where'd you start doing this shit, man?
Oh man, when I was growing up, I was always listening to rock and heavy metal and every the harder hip hop and gangster stuff. And I was always really good at memorizing other people's lyrics. And then I started hanging out with people that were around like middle school, high school. I started hanging out with people that were making music and just kind of got into it from there. Didn't really dive into it much until probably about 2007. I started to write stuff down and then everything else in the books. I think 2009 was my first show.
Damn. You didn't even have anything recorded at that point, or no?
What's that?
Did you have anything recorded at that point, or you just kind of went and rocked the show with the shit you had?
I did have some stuff recorded, but it was really bad quality. Started out classic with a regular voice recorder on Windows and a USB mic. It was pretty bad. But as soon as I had saved up enough money to get my equipment, been cleaning up the quality ever since then.
Man, that's wild. You know what I noticed though, man, is I hear a little East Coast. There's an East Coast rapper you sound like, and I can't put my finger on who. And so, are you kind of a big fan of East Coast music, or?
Well, that's where I started with, because hip hop didn't really take off on the West Coast until we had the Fizzle movement with Mac Dre, and I was a huge fan of that stuff. But before that, I was always about lyrics more than anything, and the East Coast, fucking KRS-One, old school shit like that. It was my favorite stuff, especially KRS-One, honestly, because he was known as the teacher, and every time you listen to a song, you paid attention to what he was saying, you actually learned something.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I hear some elements of his stuff in your music, but there's another rapper. I want to say it's like LP or somebody that you really put me in mind of, and I'm like, damn, he sounds just like that dude.
Yeah, I get a lot of people tell me I sound like this person, that person, but I'm really trying to develop my own sound, and especially I know you were saying the horrorcore. I'm trying to not get caught in one genre. I'm trying to, at this point in my career, I'm trying to show fans and listeners that I can literally do any type of music.
That's that's cool, because what I like about your music is it is not just horrorcore. It's very diverse. As you're even hearing from the songs we're playing, you got songs about alcoholism, you got songs about going to jail, you got songs about just, gangster shit, bitches, so it's pretty all over the board. It's not just your standard, lame topic, the one thing,
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I feel like it's a trap that a lot of people get stuck in, is just doing one style of music, and like I don't necessarily make my music for other people. I make the music that what I'm feeling and what I'm going through, and the music that I want to hear, and it helps me not make the same mistakes later on. Listen to that song, oh no, I shouldn't do that because this is what happened last time I did that.
Right.
What is how many albums have you actually do you release more albums, or do you just do tracks a lot? Do you release
full length albums where I have all the rights? I have one out, and it's called Underground Nightmare, and that was my first album that I really dove into as a solo project, and everything else that I really put out is just mixtapes. I have one official mixtape out that I just dropped last year, and just dropped another mixtape this year with my buddy Smiles. So, right now it's just a financial thing for me. I'm kind of broke. I just had a baby. I got my own pad, car payments, all that.
life sets in, right? You try to do shit, and then life gets in the way of that all the time.
Yeah.
So mixtapes. Okay, so I want to clear something up. So basically, mixtapes are just stuff that you do that you don't say is an official album, but it's just songs that you've done that you just wanted to get out to people to listen to. Or how does that differ from an actual, like, is it just because it's produced or label, or just what's the main difference with that?
Okay, well, like when I put out mixtapes, a lot of the times like when I started, it was either free download beats or, beats stolen that other people have done, like real famous beats and stuff. We'll remix it or whatever, but we don't have the rights to the instrumental, so we can't outright sell it. You know what I mean? It's not mine to sell.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you just kind of get stuff out there to kind of get the word of mouth out for the stuff that you can actually promote, like the Underground Nightmare album.
Yeah, and the album that I put out, I have all the rights to all the instrumentals. I have them specifically made for me, or I purchased the rights for them. And, all my lyrics I write myself, record myself, and then, I pay whoever to master it or mix it if that's what needs to be happening at the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so, and when was Underground Nightmare released?
Underground Nightmare was released, I want to say 2010, 2011 maybe.
Okay.
Damn. That goes back. Well, I got to say, man, you got quite the extensive catalog for an underground cat. And it was really hard for me to pick the songs that we were going to play on the show tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always try to do is stay busy with the music and show people that, I'm not just doing this, to be popular or whatever. I really want to do this with my life, and this is my passion, and so I try to do different things to interest people. But like I said, I don't really make music for other people. I make my music for me.
And then if other people happen to like it, then hey, that's great. But if you don't, well, that's great too, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, let's get into something here. Let's get into Right Back. Is this off Underground Nightmare, or is this off a different album?
This is on one of the Free Crack giveaways. It's something I do. This was on the first volume of Free Crack. It's every Friday at 5 o'clock. I give a free song out on YouTube for everyone to listen to, and I had download links. They're probably expired now, but
okay.
And I think Right Back was the first song that I wrote after I got out of jail, and I was writing it, telling everybody my bad, I fucked up, went to jail. I'm not gonna go back no more.
All right. Well, here is Right Back, and we will be right back on the Nothing Sacred interview with Narcodix. Back in a few.
Yep.
Said a lot of things and some of them I didn't mean. I never lied about willing to die for my team. Inside this game of crooked people with so many lies. It's funny how the homies change as the time flies. I lost riders, homies that I thought were down for life, all cause of what I chose to do with my talent on the mic. But that's alright, they're only making room for better friends. Real dudes that'll roll with me till the world ends. It's always Green Mafia at my shows up in the front. It's ride or die with me and mine, we do our own stunts. I put a lot of effort in making my clique proud, so they can ride through the town and bump their own sound. Sometimes I'm out of line and I apologize. Don't matter how long I'm gone, I swear that I will miss you guys. I love you all, never forget that I said it. If you don't hear from me for a while, it's only cause I'm headed back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Yeah, I'm going right back to jail. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Yeah, I'm going right back to jail. Mom and Dad, I swear to God that I regret my actions. I take it back in a second if time could be retracted. But I'm a man and I gotta deal with the repercussions. I know that you understand it because we all discussed it. You've done nothing but love on me my entire life, and yet I'm still showing more love to the nightlife. Instead of being the man that I know I could have been, I turned my back on God and went back to a life of sin. But I just wasn't ready to live my life like that, and I'm still not. I hope you can respect that. I'm making bad choices, caught in the quicksand of life. I know you're praying that I make it it home safe every night. I love you both way more than words could ever describe, but sometimes situations pop up and I gotta ride. To actually do something with this music is what I'm hoping, but that'll never happen for me if I just keep going. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Yeah, I'm going right back to jail. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Yeah, I'm going right back to jail.
Goodbye, darling. Got to see you later.
Baby girl, the love I have for you's immeasurable. All those broken promises, I know they took their toll. You stood right next to me during my first beef. Believe me, all the times I said I was done with the streets. As soon as I discharged, it was like I never left. Got you wondering when I'm going to jail next. Fist fights, packing straps, always holding blades. Arguing with you over dumb shit every single day. I can only apologize and try my best to change. Fight for our love, start breaking these addiction chains that's holding me down and causing so much friction between us. When I first saw you, I admit it was teen lust, but after a few months I knew you were my soulmate. I felt my heart grow whole, I knew it was some kind of fate. I'm spilling out my guts, kinda feel like I'm rambling. It's mostly because of you why I don't wanna be traveling. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. I don't wanna go back to jail. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. Back to jail, right back. After this, I ain't never going back to jail.
All right, that was Right Back. This is the Nothing Sacred interview with Narcodix, and it's just funny. See, Narcodix, we were just talking about this. You're in a fucking car, right? You're driving in a U-Haul. I think on our interviews, we have half of our fucking interviews of people on our interviews are driving or doing some other shit. One person was going through a drive-through at a restaurant to grab some food while we were on the interview.
My favorite was Shoestring taking a shit. Remember that?
Oh, I guess somebody was taking a shit there. Yeah.
So yeah, man. Well, you know, like I was trying to say, not only, but this is the thing, man. You have a very extensive catalog, but it's all dope music. It's not like, you know, look how many people have millions of songs up on their SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever, and it's all garbage, man. You're just like, oh fuck, I don't want to listen to all this crap. But your stuff is it's all quality music, man. That's what was so hard for me to decide what we wanted to play tonight, because I was going, well, this song's dope, but I like this one too. You know, so I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out what it was we were going to play.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you saying that. You know, 'cause like I said, I do put my blood, sweat, and tears and heart into every song. And I'm definitely a perfectionist when it comes to putting out music. I don't like to put out anything. Not that I haven't put out songs that I, you know, look back on like, oh, I wish I would have did something different with that. But, you know, I really try to put out the best quality that I can.
Do you how do you actually record your songs? Like, do you just use a home system? You have a home studio or something that you have set up in a room somewhere, or do you have friends who have that shit set up somewhere?
Yeah, we have within, you know, my group of you know, Green Mafia and Genocidal Music, we have multiple studios at our disposal. They're all home studios, but we do try to build it and, you know, make it as professional as possible.
So explain the Creeps project, man. What is that?
You know, the Creeps started out with one song, and it was when I first met my buddy CJ the Great, and he was dope. He was a dope rapper, and we did one song called The Creeps. And at the end of the song, he was talking about busting a nut in the baby's mouth. And when we released the song, a lot of our friends were telling us, man, you can't say that. You know, you can't do that. And we're like, fuck you, watch us. And then so that spawned the whole group of me and CJ the Great as the Creeps. And honestly, it's some of my favorite horrorcore music that I've put out to date.
Of course, it's that you can't say that bullshit again. That you can't do that, especially
yeah.
now.
I love how they tell you what you can say.
Oh, it's so because you mean it. That's why that he means that, and you can't tell whether he does mean that or not because it's not a story or art. He actually wants to blow a load in a baby's mouth. Yeah, that's what he. Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand where people would think that and stuff, but you got to realize it's art to us. It's especially lines like that. It's shock value. It's something so that you'll never forget that line in that song. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
Well, that's horrorcore, man. It's all about outdoing the next person. So the more twisted, like if one person says I fuck corpses, the next person has to say, I've set them on fire, then I fuck them. So you really gotta. It's always outdoing the next person when it comes to horrorcore, I think.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of it is honestly, with horrorcore, it's weird because there's such a devoted fan base, but they're really only devoted to, their artists, their favorite artists. They're not very open to hearing new artists in the genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Max is not like that, of course. Max is all over the place. He likes all that kind of shit, but.
I'll listen to it.
With me and horrorcore, I just think it's kind of funny how people get, oh my god, they're saying all these awful stuff, and then they go, oh, look at the Pennywise movies out. Oh, wow, man, he killed that kid in such a crazy way. Or, Freddy Krueger fucking just sliced open some chick with a fucking lawnmower and, whatever. So it's like you can do that, you can go watch that, that's fine. But when you say some fucked up shit in a song, oh my god, that's awful because you have to. It's not, there's some kind of difference. It's the same kind of shit. It's called horrorcore for a reason, or even not even horrorcore, any kind of like, especially right now, man. You can't say shit without getting fucked with. You can lose your job and shit over stuff. It's crazy what's going on right now with that. So I just think it's good that man said fuck it.
This whole country's turned it into a huge politically correct fuckfest.
Oh, it's
awful.
I hate it. It's absolutely awful, and that's why I like shit like Creep. So after that song, you guys decided to do some more shit, right, together, or you have a couple songs out?
Oh yeah. We put out 2 CDs together, and then we started working on an album, and just kind of started doing our own things with our lives. And I ended up moving out of town for a while, so kind of put a hamper on the album. But we're definitely still making music. We just did a new track like a month ago. So.
Now, is CJ the Great the same as Chuck Sin?
No, sir.
Okay.
We have a pretty big roster with my camp. Chuck Sin is another one of my friends, and he's actually going to come to my house and at the studio tonight when we get done throwing this cage in the truck. Him and Mr. Homicidal and I, we're going to sit down and write at least one new song.
Nice.
Oh, so you just do that? Is that a Friday night thing? Do you grab some? Do you just guys like a serious like? Oh fuck, man, we're gonna be serious, man. You gotta grab some brews and shit and kick back and just bullshit and brainstorm.
Oh yeah, I mean it's more than just a Friday night thing with us. It's multiple times a week when we just schedule with each other when we're off work or whatever and link up and like you say, crack open a couple beers, sit down and brainstorm the next project, brainstorm the next single.
Nice. That's fucking awesome, man.
You and Chuck have a really good mic chemistry, I think, man, because you did a full album or a full project with each other. That's that Hard to Be an Angel project.
Yeah, that was such a fun one to write because I think almost every beat on that CD was a stolen beat from the mainstream artist.
Wow. Well, you know what I like on there is Hard to Be an Angel. You actually sampled. Well, you didn't. I don't think you sampled it. You replayed it. That Billy Joel Stranger.
On the actual song?
Yeah, the actual song, the little piano thing in the beginning that you play that goes throughout the song is actually Billy Joel the Stranger. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, I didn't know that because that was actually a famous beat. Whose beat was that? The Hard to Be an Angel?
Yep.
I can't remember. I want to say it was like Ludacris or somebody like that. That it was their beat, and it was like we just stole it off of YouTube or whatever, and we were vibing with it real tough, and I love that song. That song spawned the whole CD.
That's funny as fuck. Okay, this just goes to show you the generation gap. So you didn't know that was a Billy Joel sample, and I didn't know that it was Ludacris's beat because I don't listen to a lot of new shit. You know?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it was Ludacris. Don't quote me on it being a Ludacris beat.
I don't know if it was. I can't remember
off the top of my head.
I doubt it. I doubt it was anybody's beat. I'm sure it was just a generic thing that we saw on the internet. Yeah, so generic that was found. So who knows whose beat it actually is, right? It certainly isn't.
Yeah,
Billy
it's
Joel's
some rapper. Anyway, I don't recognize the rapper whose beat it belonged to. Whereas back in the day, if you played something, I'd know exactly who it was. You know? So,
yeah,
dude. So anyway, so Creep is actually that's a good, because that's the next song is on, right? This awful, horrible song that we're gonna play, right? Is that through Creep as well? The Creeps?
The next song is Kidnap, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No? Yep.
Yeah.
It's Kidnap.
Wait, is it Kidnap? It is Kidnap, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's Kidnap. It's off the Creeps Everybody Dies album.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yes, sir.
Well, this song is an uplifting tune about relationships and bonding,
and sodomizing bitches in the mouth, and you know,
duct tape to shut traps. Let's offend some fucking people because we have the right to. That's why we're a free fucking society and why we've thrived. So fucking let's play some Kidnap here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on the Nothing Sacred interview, Kidnap from Narcodix or Creeps. Or whatever the fuck. Both.
Yep.
Just did drugs and killed a gang of liquor. Can't wait for tonight. Hope it gets here quicker. I'ma eat you, beat you, physically defeat you. Make your skin a costume later on when I see you. I'm crazy, far beyond from being your savior. Your flavor singing choice and I'm tingling for the savory flesh of your body. I'm gonna keep till it's rotting. Snuggled all night, so when I gotta leave, I got your stank all up on me. I'm that creature of mayhem. You don't know what I'm saying. If you make a fucking move, I'm gonna send your brain spraying all inside my van, bitch. That's just gonna look like man, which take spoon, scoop it on your pooper. I'm gonna take a bite, bitch. My itch, that gotta scratch and see you suffer, bitch. Because you sexy, I'ma rape you in this motherfucker. Scream queen, no bitch, you're not having a bad dream. I film and jerk off to it later, HD on my big screen. Kidnap, you getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeding my coach, you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the ass will bring you this evening. Kidnap, you getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeding my coach, you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the ass will bring you this evening.
We some real killers, turn people into a flame pillar. Real dealer, body chillers, kidnap you, we will kill you. No negotiations, ripping through your chest cavity. Meet and greet your heart, hook it up to a car battery. On to the next patient, chasing, videotaping. Haitians mouths gaping, the way we viciously raping. We're evil to the core, talking right down to the bone marrow. Kidnap a nut and drown a hoe in a pool of Jose Cuervo. Keep her decaying body, chained to the wall for weeks. Running trains on her with CJ the Great, that's why they call us creeps. Necrophiliac, I love cracking open a cold one. When you have to rip the pussy back open, it's so fun. Snatching up Girl Scouts when they knock on my door. Beat them to a bloody pulp, then I sock them some more. Bring my girlfriend to my house so I can shock her with gore. When she enters and sees her best friend, Mabel chopped up on the floor.
Kidnap, you getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeding my coach, you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the ass will bring you this evening. Kidnap, you getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeding my coach, you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the ass will bring you this evening.
Kidnap, you getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeding my coach, you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the ass will bring you this evening.
Pondering how tonight is surely premeditated. Half gallon of tequila in my lap, I'm getting faded, smashing the streets of the know. Thinking about her as I'm masturbating, so inebriated I barely remember where the bitch's place is. It's second nature to me, I've been there at least 20 times. Right outside, peeking through the blinds with a plan to make this honey mine. Girl of my dreams, kiddo, she fine. I put to the curb and I snore the line. Liquor and coke's taking over my mind, my heart's beating quick cause it's almost time to knock on the door. As she cracks it, I kick it open. smoking. It hit her in the mouth, now her lip is split and her nose is broken. I approaching this with motion, slapping her so she don't start comatose. She tells me I'm atrocious, I got a large ego, she bout to stroke it. I make her tell me she loves me, the sound passing her lips was lovely. She kicked me in the face and tried to call away, but there's no escaping from me. I'm chuckling at the dumb bitch, I just wanted to show her what love is, and that was the point where this home invasion becomes an abduction.
Kidnap, you're getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeling, my comes you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the actual bringing this evil. Kidnap, you're getting stuffed into my hatchback. Duct tape wrap, you're trapped, you're never going back. You're bleeding, I'm feeling, my comes you're drooling, you're screaming. Nobody is seeing the actual bringing this evening.
Life and Death Productions, hottest beats online.
Oh yeah, bitches. Love that piano in that track. That shit is great. Anyway, we're back on the Nothing Sacred interview with Narcodix coming out the know. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Finally got to the town where there's cages, and about to stop and get some beer real quick and go load this shit up.
Well, what are you drinking, man? What kind of beer? Are you a craft beer dude? Are you like a basic fucking black ice?
Oh man!
Steel
I mean,
Reserve.
if I have my preference, I'm drinking Heineken, St. Pauli Girl,
Oh shit! I haven't
Mickey's, man, anything in a green bottle. If it's in a green bottle, I'll drink it.
Oh shit! Even Mickey,
okay.
Mickey's is one of those like, well, I'll drink that. It's in a green bottle, but you know, okay.
I'm drinking it.
The old jars that they used to have. Shit. Oh man.
Oh, mason jar?
Oh yeah. Now they got the plastic fucking bottles now, so you can drop that shit.
Hey, that's crazy. You guys have seen those?
Not out here, man. Mickey's went back to glass in California, at least in Frezno.
They did really. Because there's some of those beers, man. Like they're like the old E. Not that I would know anything about buying that kind of shit. Is in the is in the fucking plastic now. So they went back to that green bottle with the old 40, like the tall 40 bottle, because they went to that one like smaller bottle.
Yep.
Anyway, so you pick up some brews. You're about to go get that cage. So, yeah.
What's the significance of the Green Mafia, man? What's all that about?
You know, it started when I was young, man. It started when I was like 17, 16, and a lot of people out here in Fresno in the Juggalo community were fucking around with meth. And so Green Mafia originally started as a weed smoking crew, you know. We're like, fucking don't smoke meth, just smoke some weed, you know. And it just escalated over the years because I was doing music and started fucking around with more and more people doing music, and it just escalated into a movement.
Wow. So that's where the green comes from. Yeah, I was like, what's all this Green Mafia and them wearing green? What is that supposed to mean?
Well, so it's an anti-drug thing. So it's like you're promoting an actual drug that's actually kind of good. I wouldn't say good for you, but certainly
much safer.
Certainly not like methamphetamine. You're like, dude, just join. It's like a dare thing for kids, man. You actually were doing community service and no one knew that shit, man, because you were trying to get people not to do meth, man.
Hey, it's horrorcore dare, man. It's the dare of the horrorcore world, man.
Yeah, dare, man. Stay away.
Man, if you listen to our songs, we'll talk about fucking shooting up heroin and shit like that. But it's all for the music, you know. We're just making music. We don't really do that shit, you know. I don't even really smoke weed anymore myself personally, which people find crazy because my name's Narcodix.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I don't smoke any weed anymore either.
Wow, you sounded very convincing right there, Cruise Control.
It's not my Friday evening, of course. Not like every other interview recently where I'm like, Hoppy, I'm in Oregon. Well, of course, I live in Oregon, so there you go, man. I'm north of you in Oregon, so yeah. So what are you working on now, man? Let's talk about some current shit. What's going on? Any you do any shows? Anything else?
Yeah, Green Mafia just opened up for E40 here in Fresno.
Oh, shit.
That was a blast. Shit. We had a great time.
Oh, fuck. Explain.
Huge crowd. Yeah. Everybody was awesome.
Oh,
E40 fucking killed it. He was amazing.
Oh,
and
wow.
Let's see. This year, me and my buddy started a new group. His name's Smiles. My name's Narcodix. The group's called 40-Ounce Villains. Both of us are fucking raging alcoholics. And we just released our first CD. It was called Happy Pills. And the entire CD was complete oxymoron. There was nothing happy about it. It was a lot of depressing music. It took us 2 years to finally get that CD out and finished. And, it was really draining on, the mentalness of it, just having to relive all and think about all these fucking sad fucking things we've been through.
So is that out?
But the next project, yeah, that's out. I just haven't added it online or anything.
And is
doing,
that
man?
is that
Yeah.
so
Well, we're
like
about to drop the first video for it this weekend. And that song's called Insomnia, and I'll tag Max in it when it drops, so he can check it out.
Please
and
do.
he'll see, like, it's fucking sad song, man. Like, it's.
Is it about
Well,
the way you can't sleep after you drink too much? You have no way of sleeping.
Yeah, basically, man. It's like you're up at night, you've been drinking, partying, whatever, and you're alone in your room, and you're just thinking about all the fucked up shit in your past,
Oh shit! So this album's full of a bunch of true shit like that comes from actual experience you've had, not like made up shit. A lot of times, like some of your other stuff, this is actually stuff that you feel you've actually been through and are talking about. Then.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man!
Well,
so
that's the problem. Is kind of talking about that too. On your other.
Sometimes, yeah, because you have to relive it in your mind, and it makes it difficult.
Right. No, I'm talking about the track. That's the problem. That's off the 5 o'clock. I think it's 5 o'clock.
The problem is, yeah.
The problem is, that's right. The problem is, yeah.
Get that shit right, Max. Come on, boy.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm bad when it comes to titles. I'll fuck up.
So yeah, so you got that going on. You went with not toured, but you played for E40, which must have been fucking awesome because E40 obviously is a legend.
It was dope, man. It was a lot of fun.
I remember his first or second album that Max showed me back when we were like 17, 18, dude.
The Mailman?
The Mailman. The Mailman. That was it, dude, back then. So you're playing with that shit. That's pretty tight. So what do you got coming up? What else is going on, man?
Yeah, man, the next one is another 40-ounce Villains release. It's going to be our second release this year and all together as a group. And this one's going to be titled EBT, Everybody's Talking.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
I like the title, man, especially with EBT, because it could have a double meaning, too.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of mentioning of EBT because, I mean, we're both poor, we both have EBT. I mean, I work, but my girl gets EBT, especially having the newborn and everything. And he's getting EBT and, just broke rappers, man. Like, we're both really talented. It's just fucking impossible to fucking
Well, that's the way
fund that and your adult life,
Oh, yeah. And also, especially with the current climate of music, man, I mean, it's great that everybody can make music and do music and distribute their own music, but it's also not great because it's flooded with a whole bunch of people doing the same exact thing, so it's hard to get and,
Well, that and everybody looks at numbers now. It's a big corporate world where, labels are looking at fuckers' YouTubes and they're going, well, you only had 30 views on your shit. Jay Capone's got 5 billion, so guess what? We're going to fuck with him. We're not going to fuck with you,
Yeah.
Exactly. So. I just put out my most recent music video was a solo video off of my my recent solos, Illegally Dope. And, man, that song's called This Is Evil, and it's on some fucked up shit, and the fucking video is fucked up. Rape, torture, fucking murder, and it's been out for over 6 months and has like 500 views. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a 4K video. I paid fucking good money to get that shit shot the way I wanted it to be shot, and got so much hate from it, man. A lot of fans messaged me, and people that listen to my music was like, I can't fuck with that video. You guys did too much. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh, I'm a horrorcore fan. Oh my god, you did too. It's like, dude, if
that offended me.
If you understand where you're coming from, then you might not like it. But oh, you did too much. No, I just did something you didn't like. But hey, keep going, man. Because here's the thing about that. It's just a matter of doing it for, like you said, the love of it. And if you're looking to make too much money out of it, you might be, at least in my opinion, man, it's just do it for the fun of it. That's why we do this shit. That's why we get on the internet and do our thing, is to just express ourselves. So keep on doing that, man. Yeah,
because this way you still have your vehicle to do it, but at the same time it's not being controlled.
Yeah, and like you said, you're having fun. You're hanging out with people that your friends and shit, and doing shit like tonight, and going out and making music. So, and then you have it out there, and people can hear it, and you can say, shit, this is mine. This is what I've done. This is my shit that I've done. So, you know.
Yeah, my whole thing, like, I always knew I was never going to blow up and be super famous, you know. And people told me that they're surprised that I haven't yet, but I knew I was never going to. And really, I make music as a legacy, you know. It's something that people can listen to after I die, you know. So it's in a way becoming immortal.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, once it's out there, it's at some point someone else has it. Like, every interview we've done, every show we've done, everything I've done on the internet is out there. Someone has that, or someone can see that. So it's pretty amazing, man. So, but thank you for coming on. You got any links or any places we can get your shit, or what's the best place for people out there to find your stuff so they can listen to it and explore that stuff?
And the best place is Narcodix. narcodix.bandcamp.com, and there's probably 5 to 8 free CDs up there that you can just download and listen to, or you can listen to it on there. It has a streaming little setup on there, so you can listen to the songs and see if you like that CD before you download it. I think there's only two CDs on there that I'm actually charging for.
And what are those, so people can find those? And if they do want to support you, is that I would assume Underground Nightmare?
Yeah, Underground Nightmare is up there, and then, like I said, my most recent solo, that Illegally Dope, is up there because that was a project that I purchased the leases for all the beats I have. I have rights to the beats, so I'm able to sell it.
If you like his shit, get the free stuff. But if you like his shit, get the non-free shit too, because that's how he
man,
to do
fucking
stuff.
Support me. What's good? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a little
man.
bit of money goes a long way. People don't realize that,
dude.
especially in the underground.
Are you on CD Baby, other places with that shit, or just that Narcodix.bandcamp?
I'm working on getting into
places.
CD Baby, Rap City. I approached Pandora, but Pandora was like, "Well, I don't want to play your music."
Oh, of course not.
Wow.
Pandora. Fuck, I don't even use Pandora, man. Spotify. Yeah. Well, anyways, they're all right, man. Cool, man. Well, so that's, and there'll be a link down below, narcodix.bandcamp.com, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, here's the song that I thought that's perked my ears up, man. This song.
And this is actually off the it's off the Illegally Dope album. And this is
well, there we go. That's perfect segue, man. This beat is fucking tight, and the lyrical structure is sweet as well. So check it out. It's hard to find. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, man.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right. You have
do it again soon.
You have a great evening. Once again, I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there. Bitches! And this is fucking Hard to Find by Narcodix.
Yeah.
Narcodix is back in them, at it again. Waging war in the industry with the bat in the pen. Let the madness begin. Handle started with a Spartan kick. I challenge any of you to find some harder shit. If you find it, hold on to it like Rose from Titanic. If you don't, there's no reason that you should die from panic. Come back to the mafia, the crown's fertile and bearing fruit. They're hiding like a turtle in the girdle. I'm declaring truth. Rap games are poison to wish you well, to toss your pennies in. Corrupted by the same record labels that you invested in. And they don't give a shit, they're pissing on the little guys. You still looking up to them, getting urine all in your eyes.
Manipulation,
Leading to
evisceration,
they believe the
simulation.
It's the Matrix, and I'm just sitting here waiting for someone to take the red pill and wake up like the Neo. They stay sedated, sharing destruction like a heroin needle. This that ill shit, make them wanna kill shit. Real shit, make them actually feel shit. This that raw shit, steady dropping jaw shit. It's like you saw shit that left you in on quick. This that dope shit, make them wanna smoke shit. You want some joke shit, that's why you a broke bitch. We on that grind shit, this that hard to find shit. Like morals and personality on a fine bitch. This that hard to find, like a virgin over 18. Like a dope thing, keeping his promise he will stay clean. Like catching a little fame and still being the same G. Not switching up your whole appearance like a changeling. I got a forked tongue, spit venom like a reptile. All these too soft, only dysfunction erectile. They look you in your eyes and they lie right to your face. Bombing on the set that they claim, what a fucking disgrace. When the blind follow the dumb over the cliff they plunge, and you find that only some soak up knowledge like a sponge. When it's time to get shit done, will you buckle down and crunch, or will you